Hi Cancer, welcome to your mid-September reading. So now Mercury is direct and things are starting to move forward. So with the Fool and the Page of Swords here, we have a new beginning, a new adventure. And this is something that you have wanted to do for a very long time, but for whatever reason, you have been somewhat stuck in your current environment, your current home environment, your relationships, stuck in your town, stuck in your job, whatever it is. And now these things start to open up to you, but it is up to you to take the steps to get to what your true dream is, what your goal is, what that Nine of Cups there, what it is that you want to do, whether that's higher education, travel, moving to a new city, making more money, whatever the case is. These roads are finally opening up to you now, but it's up to you to take that chance on yourself, to put yourself first and begin to draw out the map of how you are going to achieve what it is you want. And this is achieving what you want or moving towards what you want, no matter what other people will say about it, what other people think about it, no matter who you are leaving behind, with respect. But this is about putting yourself first and no longer putting your dreams on hold because you don't want to lose the comfort zone that you currently are in. So you want to start making that plan and slowly making the moves that you can to get there. Now this is a bit daunting because we do have the Death card here, and a big reason why this has been put off for so long is because that the minute you begin to walk this path, the minute you put yourself first and you begin to take this chance on yourself, that's when everything in your life transforms. The minute you start to speak up for yourself, speak up for what you want, the minute you start to plan and take action on your goals, everything transforms. Because a lot of your current environment and your current structures in your life have existed because you weren't putting yourself first. They have existed because you were willing to compromise yourself to maintain a comfort zone or maintain a status quo. And now you just can't do it anymore. All these roads are opening up for you. At the same time, you now have Mars in your 4th house, creating conflicts, creating frustration, creating tension to the point where what used to be something you could tolerate just for the sake of consistency and predictability becomes something that it just feels like a pressure cooker that you need to get out of, that pushes you towards taking this path of the Fool and the Page of Swords. So now it's all about putting yourself first, connecting to yourself, connecting to what you really want for yourself, what you envision for yourself. And yes, it can be daunting. Yes, it can be scary, especially when your sense of security and your sense of support no longer seems to be there. This is about having complete faith in your dream, in your goal, and taking a chance on yourself and knowing that, through this death and rebirth process, things may seem chaotic on your journey to get to where you're going, but remember that when the cards fall again, you will have a new comfort zone. You will have a new sense of security, a new home life that is much more fulfilling than the one you were settling for before you took this path. Now, with Mars in your 4th house, this can create conflicts that make you feel like you just need to hastily get away, to just hastily make that leap or make harsh decisions or whatever the case is. And this is why it's important to utilize this Mercury energy, this Virgo energy, as well as the energy of the Jupiter retrograde in Taurus, where you're making this plan, you have your eye on the goal, and you have your eye on opportunities, and you're putting yourself first and your dreams first. So when all this chaos is going on, you are focused on that, and you're not feeding into unnecessary fighting, because it's going to leave you in this Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and 4 of Cups energy. And you want to, well, of course we all want to avoid being there if we can, right? And at the same time, if you are trying to take this chance on yourself and move towards your goals and have this plan, and that's what's causing conflicts to arise, there can be a tendency for the past or your comfort zone to kind of pull you back in, to manipulate you into not going or not doing something. Because, like I said, a lot of the people in your environment have greatly benefited from you compromising yourself, and you don't want to be left there because you don't want to give up on what you want to do just for the sake of making other people happy. So this is very much about putting your goals first, putting your aspirations first, and focusing on those opportunities. Those opportunities will lead you to a better environment, to better friendships, to better money, everything. And when things do feel daunting, you can lean on your own inner strength and your own faith. This is really about placing faith in yourself. Now, another thing I want to say is that because the energy right now is very much, it feels like our dreams are an arm's length away. They really seem so close. And it's easy to make hasty decisions, especially if you have conflict happening in your environment, in your home. It can be easy to make hasty decisions, which would be kind of like the inverted way of using this blind faith in our dreams and our goals, where you make hasty decisions, you drop everything, and on this faith. And while that can work out, it may leave you with coming back to this sense of the 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, where without the plan, without using this Virgo energy, without using the planning of the vision, you put yourself into kind of a scary predicament. And that doesn't mean that you won't get to your goal eventually, but it just means that you are causing more conflict than is necessary. So you want to, at this time, really use that Virgo energy and plan. How are you going to get there? How are you going to travel? How are you going to pursue this education? And have this plan so when the conflicts do arise, or even in the times where, you know, that Nine of Swords here, and with under the Death card, when you're going through the transformation, things feel dark, things feel scary, you have that plan to refer to, and that plan will be what grounds you when things feel, on one hand, they feel too dreamy, on the other hand, they feel too chaotic, or there's too much conflict, or there's too much stress. This will be what grounds you, and when you have those feelings, you say, okay, this is the next step, this is the next step, this is the next step. But overall, I want to leave you with, it's so important right now for you to take these small steps towards your goals in whatever way you can, and really put the faith in yourself and put yourself first, and not be left with regret because you have stayed in a place for the sake of others. And I believe we've talked about this a lot over the coming months. And don't stay in a place out of fear of the unknown. You have the opportunity to go for your dreams now. And yes, that means your whole life will change. And yes, that means it's scary. And I really feel here with this Five of Pentacles, it's like a lot of this fear of change is like this fear that you won't have this stability and security. But you will. You'll have something even better that you can't even imagine right now. You're so comfortable in this with the Five of Pentacles because that's your mindset of what is comfortable and what works for you. But even if it doesn't work for you, it's comfortable and it's predictable, so you stick with it. But what comes after is so much better if you're willing to move through the anxiety, move through the transition, move through the transformation, and really put yourself first and create that sense of security in yourself. And go for your goals, go for the travel, go for the job, whatever it is you want to do. You're so tired of staying in this place, so now is the time to place a bet on yourself and go for it. And when things do get chaotic, when the conflict does arise, you have your faith in yourself, you have your connection to yourself, and you have the plan of how you're going to get to where you need to get to. And even though it might feel like you're unsupported by the environment that you have come to rely on, you'll have more opportunities come in. You're not going to be alone through this process. And as much as you might be saddened by having to leave things behind, the sadness of not taking a chance on this expansion towards your goal, towards your higher education, your higher mind, that would be worse. So take a chance on yourself, have faith in yourself, and know that though things may seem chaotic, you will create something better for yourself that's truly a comfort zone, that is not full of conflict, that you don't have to compromise yourself in. Alright guys, that's what I have for you this month. Thank you for watching. If you would like a personal reading, I will link it below, and I'll see you next time.